Guile 2 is against the proposition and believes that video games or serious games are social activities with great positive effect on real-world problems such as starvation, violence, racism, and social injustice. Finally, we believe virtual violence does not equate to real violence. Let us take a moment to view the typical gamer playing a violent game hunched over his controller, alone at night and friendless, as he plots to kill many people. Is this not the image most of us conjure when we are asked to think of violent video games and the people who typically play them? And if this image is true, how can we, in all good conscience, allow the continued proliferation of video games? It is true that more men than women play video games, and it is also true that men prefer violent and action-oriented games. However, statistically speaking, there is little to no correlation between video game violence and real violence, and many video games today contain a social aspect. From violent games like Grand Theft Auto to never-ending games like World of Warcraft to strategy games like Dominoes, players can find each other and form friendships. The social aspects of these games improve the real world in many ways. Now it is time to turn our attention to the first aspect of video games, collaboration and cooperation. From as early as the 1980s, Dr. Greenfield noted a positive connection between socially oriented video games and cooperation. Yes, we admit, to a few individuals, video games can be addicting, as in the case study of Mr. A, who played video games 16 to 18 hours a day. His parents sought a way to eliminate his game playing, requesting a team of 4 psychiatrists to declare him obsessive-compulsive and remove his game access. Instead, the psychiatrist noted, there are both positive and negative aspects to role-playing games on the internet. Although the addictive component in some cases is striking, they also provide an experience of a virtual community, ameliorate social anxiety and loneliness, allow the trying on of new identities, and assist in the developmental task of forging a sense of identity apart from one's family. Allison Wald, Shockley, and Gabbard in 2006. America has a $10 billion video game industry with almost 1 game sold per American. It stands to reason then that Mr. A is not the typical gamer and that most gamers are not addicted and are not violent. Video games are, however, social. Is this a good thing? Society is becoming more isolated and culturally diverse. Video games assist with language acquisition by providing an immersive environment in which to learn. At the same time, video games provide instruction on cultural norms in a no-risk environment. The U.S. Department of Labor states women are 57% of the workforce, but only 26% of the STEM careers. According to Dr. Van Eyck, if girls in particular are exposed to a variety of games, they may find that there are games they enjoy, and this perception alone may convince them that technology is relevant to them. Video games may well be the gateway drug to a career in the STEM fields. Imagine that. As far as social problem solving, you can't get much bigger than professional sports. Here's an opportunity to turn real violence into virtual violence. Let's flip the script. The opportunities are growing with over $500,000 in scholarships given out by Robert Morris University in Chicago in 2014. Time to raise a new generation of athletes. We started this journey with my opponent's vision of the serious video gamer. Let us end this journey with a glimpse into the world of a real-live girl, Mia. Mia is trapped inside her body, its spastic movements forcing her to rely on a pointing stick for interaction with the world. Enter Tetris, a small thing to most of us, but a source of independence for Mia. Let us move back now to a broader scope. Do we allow our stereotypes and our prejudices to overcome us, or do we stand firm and embrace the social aspects of video games with all the benefits they can bring?